What's up, chat? We back. You feel me? Another day, another dollar. You know how that go. Alright. We're gonna keep that on. Alright, so we back. And I was just thinking to myself, as I'm on this self-improvement journey, this journey to success, the road to success, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it's a dark side to this that we don't talk about, or a dark side that, may be looked over. As far as for myself, I don't know if anybody else look over this, but I just realized that, bro, this shit kind of toxic. Like, the more I sit here and, self-improve, I get addicted to that. It's like, dog, now I just keep wanting to elevate. Like, even though I'm at a high level, like, I was just at the gym and the dude telling me, he said, don't, like, second guess, don't underestimate yourself. Like, you bigger than you think, you look better than you think, or whatever the case. Like, your muscles, your definition, everything is better than you think. And he's like, you need to embrace that. And I'm like, you right. Like, I know that's the fact, but I'm always looking at the next level. So it's hard for me to sit there and be okay with where I'm at. And it's like, it's a gift and a curse at the same time. That shit sound crazy now that I sit back and think about it. It's like, bro, you are in the 1%. You're ahead of 99% of people, if not 90% of people. And you sit there and constantly just seek to be better. Like, you're never content. So, that's what I want to talk about also. Because it's like, I was reading The Psychology of Money or whatever. And it's a chapter in there about knowing when you're content. Like, whatever the money is. But in life, too, it's like, you got to find a space where you could be content at. Like, you don't want to be chasing your tail forever, grinding forever. I know that that's essential, and I know that that's a part of life, and that's part of, your calling, your passion, whatever. Like, that might be your purpose, to come here and try to continue to elevate and evolve. That's what I do. That's what my whole life is about. But at the same time, I'm starting to learn that you can find contentment where you are too, and just, maintain, just cruise control, because you got to a good space where you're comfortable at. I'm starting to learn that it's not really a bad thing to be comfortable. That means you put in the work, you got to a place where you wanted to get to, and now you could just, cruise control. It's the same thing in real life with a car. Cruise control. You get up to that miles per hour, to that speed that you want to be at, and then you just, you hit that button and let it ride out. And that's how I'm starting to learn, that's okay. That's cool. You could, even if you don't, continue and take your foot off the brakes, even if you take your foot off the gas for a little bit, and just give yourself those breaks. Like, it's cool to go 3 years hard, a year or two off. Like, I ain't gonna lie, and then get back to it. It's the same thing with the gym. You need rest days. You need time to just enjoy where you got. And, like, sometimes you just want to enjoy that level that you reached, that you've been grinding so hard to get to. Because the grind is really head down, no enjoyment. You're not really taking in everything that you're doing in those moments, because you just going to work, saving, stand down, doing all that. But I'm starting to realize that once you do all that hard work, you got to treat yourself. You got to reward yourself. You got to put all that work in, get where you going, and then when you get up there, you got to chill. It's like when you go on a hike, or when you walking or whatever. You don't just walk to the top of the mountain or the valley, whatever, and then just turn around and walk back, right back down. No. What you do, you go up to the top of the valley, you go up to the top of the mountain, or whatever the case is, and then you enjoy the view. You feel me? That's what I'm learning. So it's like, you got to learn to enjoy the view on your hike, on your road to success. Like, a lot of us like to continually grind. Like, okay, we reached that, what's next? Like, that hustle culture, that's what we, used to. But I'm starting to learn that it's cool to, get to that level, then enjoy the view. Sit back and be like, damn, look what I did. I fuck with that. And then, reevaluate, get your time, some off time, off season. Prepare yourself for the next season to go even harder. use what you learned this one and prior ones, and just keep adding, keep compounding that knowledge for whatever you're doing, and just keep building over time. There's no need to continually rush, because at the end of the day, if you, God forbid, you die like that, it's going to be like, did you have any moments of enjoyment? Like things you could remember, things you look back on, you don't want to regret, not enjoying your life. Yes, we want to push hard and try to be successful and, sacrifice to get to the next level. But at the end of the day, I still advise living life within that time. I still advise going on trips, enjoying time with family, going out to eat, treating people, spending money, getting clothes, getting fly, going out, just having a great time, every once in a while. But at the same time, it's all about balance. But I forget what I was talking about. But yeah, man, enjoy that view, man. 2026, we getting this money, we doing what we do, we reaching new heights. But each checkpoint, I'm gonna sit back, enjoy myself, celebrate it, because this stuff not easy. Like I said, we look at ourselves, well, what should I say? I don't know. We just expect so much of ourselves that we always trying to go, and we don't ever really sit back and enjoy what we did, or just enjoy the life that we created for ourselves. So, I believe in, taking a break, enjoying it, enjoying the fruits of your labors, and not going all out and doing all the most, and, blowing everything that you have accumulated or whatever the case. But at the same time, taking a little bit of that and going ahead and, just enjoying something. If that's something like, even if it's just something simple as, oh, I've been wanting these shoes forever, let me go ahead and grab them. Treat yourself to something. Or it's like, oh, I really wanted to try this restaurant, or I really wanted to take this trip to this country for a long time. Like, fuck it, I done did the hard work, I done reached certain goals, and I'm up here right now, and I could just sit back and enjoy myself. You feel me? Like, it ain't no shame in that. Don't let nobody make you feel like, you feel me, you ain't successful, or you ain't grinding hard enough or whatever, because you be taking off, or you be enjoying it, enjoying the view and all that stuff. So yeah, man, I'm just rambling at this point, so I'm gonna get the fuck up off of this joint. And yeah, man, that's the message for today. Enjoy the view, and keep pushing, you feel me? But keep that in the back of your mind too, because we is ahead of a lot of people, and it'd be hard for us to see that sometime, but I'm starting to learn too. So at the end of the day, just take that, something to think about. Diamond Dash here. Like, comment, subscribe. We out. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.